Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our podcast record. This is a part of requirements for Conflict 723, Gender and Conflict, taken by Professor Sandra Sheldon of ESCA. And my name is Chukwuma Onyia, and with me is
Richard Tafaranenge. Here I'm going to make a discussion with Chukwuma Onyia on his presentation. The topic, Chuck, reads Peace Building in Niger Delta, the Imperative of Gender Inclusiveness. Well, that's a very interesting topic. Tell me, Chuck, what made you choose this topic?
Before now, I was not so keen about issues of women and gender studies until I came into EXCA and chose the course. Now, when I got into the course, the very first 1 month of the course running, I learned so much, and that actually attracted me to have more passion about how war affect women and children in particular. And when we were told to write about war and its effect on women, my mind quickly flashed to the incident in Niger Delta of Nigeria, where the oil company, the Nigerian government, and the indigenous ethnic militia from the Niger Delta region are actually fighting over who owns the oil, how to use the resources from the oil generated from the oil by Nigerian government to develop either the society, the environment, or the community in general. That is one of the things that attracted me to the conflict. Two is because the conflict actually had a deep impact on women, which I never saw before until I came into this class.
Oh, interesting. So, what approach did your study take?
Exactly. I first adopted a chronological analysis of when the conflict began. It actually began in 1991 when some group of youth came to the capital of Nigeria, Abuja, in response to the call of the then head of state, General Sani Abacha, for youths to come and march in solidarity for his desire to become a civilian president. Now, what happened was that by the time the youth from that region came to Abuja, they were shocked by the level of development, structural development in that area. Whereas, in contrast to their own community, from where the oil resources come, they had very bad road, no pipeline water, no electricity. So, those differences actually made them ponder and wonder and say, come again. We actually produce the resources on which Nigeria runs. How come we are not as developed as the Abuja, the federal capital territory? That's one of the reasons why they actually took arm to challenge the Nigerian government. Now, the second approach was to look at all the peace building efforts of the government in that region since 1991 till the moment. How those peace building efforts collapsed because they did not include women who are not only victims but also stakeholders in the region. At the end of it all, my final approach was using Sandra Sheldon framework to map it out. After mapping it, I now applied another theory to look at how women could be reintegrated into the system.
Okay. So how did this conflict affect women?
Oh, so great. You know, when the ethnic militia are fighting with the government, there's a normally say in Africa that when two elephants fight, the grass suffer. Women are basically like the grass between two elephants fighting. When the ethnic militia fight with the military, Nigerian military, what happens is that women are caught in crossfire. Many of them were killed. Many of them were injured. Their houses were broken down. They were displaced. Some of them were tortured, sexually abused, and detained over a long period. Now, it actually traumatized women at the end of it all. And basically, no effort has been made to help women overcome their trauma following the crisis.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So, in your opinion, In what ways would the women in the Niger Delta be integrated in peace-building processes?
Exactly. First, peace building in Niger Delta should start with helping women to heal, return back to normal, help them overcome their psychological trauma. There's a framework by Hopeful in 2007 that says that trauma healing basically comes in three dimensions. First is establishment of safety. Establishment of safety simply means establish a physical safety in which women will feel normal without any fear. Now, that will begin by demilitarizing the Niger Delta region, mopping up all the arms in Niger Delta region, taking away, stopping the ethnic militia from operating, and taking away Nigerian army from that region. That will give the women a kind of a sense of safety and they will relax. Second is remembrance, helping women to remember the incidents that have taken place, how they have been tortured, how they have been molested. When they remember all this, they will be able to rephrase this analysis into their own context and tell the story the best way it will suit them, rather than deny the occurrences of this crisis. Now, lastly, what happens is women will be helped, assisted to reconnect with social structures that will help them to come back to life. Part of the social structure is help them get connected to institutions, like get them educated, get them into school, get them some jobs, establish a women forum from where they will have to associate with each other and fall back to normal life.
Oh, thank you so much. That's a very, very interesting research, and good luck.
Thanks. I appreciate it.